seventh skating period of this great game between the Pan Jets and the Westerners. And there's Coach Elmer Anderson giving instructions to his teammates. Betty Knox, Helen Gardner, Liza Kruk, Dolores Doss, Red Jensen, Barbara Mateer, and a good close-up of Dolores Doss right next to Helen Gardner. There's Coach Anderson. He's a swell coach, and he knows his stuff. They call him the Leo DeRosa of roller derby. He's got plenty on the ball. And now the girls are all set to go. The score, 27-24. The Pan Jets out in front of the Westerners. All set to go now. A jam is starting in the first jam in this skating period. Out goes Helen Gardner. Let's identify the teams. In the white shirts, the Westerners. And in the striped shirts, the Pan Jets. A big wide shot shows Gardner on this one now. Gardner bearing down, and followed by Annie Pendergast of the striped team. And Pendergast moving in. Helen Gardner up there. Pendergast on the inside. Bingo! A beautiful block, and they both move in. Great crowd on hand. Look at them in the background as they move by the far side of the big bank track. Pendergast, one of the few girls in roller derby to wear glasses. Up front there for the Pan Jets in stripes. And look at the bench talking up. That's the Westerner bench. Sid Harness talking it up there along with his teammates. Red Erdman. Pendergast holding it down now. Gardner hits it with a nice block. Pendergast takes it. Comes on the inside. Moves up in there. Takes it over. Bingo right back at Gardner. And Gardner up front now moving in. Pendergast on the inside. Hits Gardner with a nice block. Gardner's down. Fine block that time. Pendergast coming in now. Moving in. The blocker back there. Barbara Mateer. Mateer trying to slow her down. Scoots through. Gets 1 point. Keeps moving. Pendergast driving in now. She's got 1 point for the Pan Jets. Pendergast trying to get more passes. 2 passes, 3. A beautiful play by Ann Pendergast as she passed 3 members of the white-shirted Westerner team for 3 points so far. Trying to get more. Low down hit, and down she goes. And there's the referee's decision. 3 points by Ann Pendergast of the Pan Jets. Talking it up. Big crowd on hand. And the score right now, the Pan Jets 30, the Westerners 24. All right, getting ready to start another jam now. Number 3 up front there, and it's Liza Kruk on the jam for the Westerners in the white shirt. And scoring 1 point for the Westerners. And the score now, Pan Jets 30, Westerners 25. There's Sid Harness getting medical attention. Sid talking over with the trainer, and it's Mr. Seeley. Sid has a bad finger, and look at the expression on his face. The trainer in roller derby is a very important guy, but now back to the action. Waiting for that field to get together now. And there's a break by Terry Anderson in stripes for the Pan Jets. Anderson out of this one. Cal Bella, number 40, her teammate, blocks back. Red Jensen slows her down, but the redhead keeps coming out of there. And the bench again talks it up on the Westerner side. There's Sid Harness, Burt Wall, Red Erdman, all talking it up. Moreno. And there's some more of the boys giving it the old pepper. All right, Jensen still fighting it out now with Terry Anderson and Ann Calvello. Calvello and Anderson wearing the striped shirts for the Pan Jets, and Red Jensen for the Westerners, sandwiched in between the two. Jensen wearing number 2 in the back of that white jersey. Keeps moving fast, but up front of her is the very fast Terry Anderson. Here they come now moving in. Jensen will try to stop this one if she can, or knock one of the both down, or get in there and try to score. When you're outnumbered 2-1, it's tough at roller derby, and this time Jensen is really outnumbered by 2 of the finest skaters of the Pan Jets. Here comes the play now. Good blocking in there, and Jensen's around and scores. Beautiful play. Jensen scored 1 before they could stop her and cut it off before either of the Pan Jets could score. The score now, Pan Jets 30, the Westerners 26. Great play that time by Jensen, and there's a great crowd, or part of the crowd that's out here watching this game. And it's really been a humdinger right from the starter's gun. Big wide shot now as Jensen is breaking out of the front of that pack. Red Jensen. A lot of action in the pack, and that's where all the action takes place. Jams start from the front of the pack. They have to come in the back of the pack. And talking it up now. This is a partial crowd out here cheering Jensen. Jensen the big favorite. Redhead keeps moving around. Here she comes now. Jensen moving to the back of the pack. All alone. Moving in there for the Westerners. Westerners right through there for a beautiful double score by Red Jensen. Passing 2 in stripes and then knocked down. Jensen really tipped over with a hard block by Calvello, but not until Redhead had scored 2 points for the Westerners. And the score now, 30-28. The Pan Jets out in front by just 2. And there's Jensen still down after that hard rock'em sock'em block by Ann Calvello. Number 7, Bert Waller, teammate over there talking to her. And the trainer helping her up. Red was really shaken up on that one. Officials trying to get the field together to get ready for this next jam. It's been rough all the way. And you can see by the officials now that nothing is happening except trying to get both teams together again to start another jam. In roller derby, both teams have to have an equal chance of breaking out in order to start a jam. And there's the jam started by Ann Calvello, followed by the Redhead. Jensen again. There they go. One member of each team on the jam, 2 of the best girls in the business. Red Jensen, plenty powerful, skates that track about as good as anybody. Annie Calvello knocks her down, a beautiful block. Calvello out there all alone now. Calvello moving in. Coming in on Red Jensen now. And Betty Knox breaks out for the Westerners. Betty Knox coming around to try to help her teammate Jensen. Here's Knox in the picture now, just starting to come in as Jensen blocks back Calvello. Calvello trying to get in. And Betty Knox tries to move up and cut it off, trying to stop this play. Moves in. She does. A great play by Betty Knox and great blocking by Red Jensen. And the referee says no score in the play. Jensen, there's roughness. There's Buddy Atkinson. Atkinson knocking Jensen down. Referee in there. Buddy tried to separate the players. It was Calvello and Red Jensen who were getting into it. The official stepped up. Buddy Atkinson, in his haste to get up there, runs smack into Red Jensen and knocked her down, and he's shaken up. And there's the trainer again. He's a popular guy at the roller derby. Atkinson trying to shake it off, and now Coach Elmer Anderson steps over and says, hey, what are you trying to do out there, fella? And look at these coaches talking over, and it gets rough at the roller derby, even with the coaches. And the score, the Pan Jets 30, the Westerners 28. And there's Coach Buddy Atkinson talking up with his team. Kenny Hansen, Harold Janowitz, Hank Goldberg, all the boys there, Bob Bettner, but now back to the girls because the men will be coming up in just a few minutes. Back to the action. Up front breaking on this one, it's Nancy Hitton of the Pan Jets, followed by Liza Kruk of the Westerners. Here they go, 1 member of each team on the jam. The white shirts, the Westerners, the striped team, the Pan Jets, and moving all the way around. There's Harold Janowitz of the Pan Jets getting his skate fixed, but now back to the action. Number 3 up there. Liza Kruk moving in. Here's that pack. That's like the line of scrimmage in football. Everything starts at the front of the pack, and everything has to wind up at the back end of the pack. These kids can move, and Calvello's up front once again, roughing it up. In that pack now. Up front, Red Jensen's up there along with Calvello, still slowing it down. And here come the 2 gals that can do the damage. Liza Kruk up front, followed by Nancy Hitton of the Pan Jets in stripes. Both moving in now. The defense starting to form in the back end of the pack as these 2 gals make their bid for scoring honors. All right, Kruk stride by stride comes in the back of the pack. Now number 38 moves up in there. Watch it. Number 7 back to the block out, slowing down beautifully. Hitton trying to get in, can't do it. It's Mateer blocking back. Now, Mateer still slowing down in there, but you notice that Hitton passed Mateer for a point. Now up on the inside, Kruk moving in. Kruk coming up hard. She's through there and scores 1 over Terry Anderson at a nice place. So rack of a point for each one. 1 for the Pan Jets and 1 for the Westerners. There's the player knocked down after that one. Number 3, Kruk down. It's a great play. Kruk getting 1 and Hitton getting 1. And the score, the Pan Jets 31, the Westerners 29. Another jam ready to start. They're all set to go. And breaking out is Ann Calvello. Calvello coming out. Red Jensen right behind her. And Terry Anderson moving out again for the striped team. 2 for the stripes, the Pan Jetson, 1 in white. This Red Jensen again. Last time Jensen was out with these 2 gals, She moved in to score a point and then cut it off. This time it might be different. It is different. She's down. Jensen knocked down on the two-stripe players moving in there. Annie Calvello, high-scoring ace of the Pan Jet girls team, and right behind her, her cohort, Terry Anderson. There's that pack now. That's where the two gals are trying to get to. Red Jensen is back to block out. Really roughing it up in there. Here they come in on Jensen now. Jensen blocks. Jensen's hit by Calvello. Jensen is racked into the rail. Look out! Anderson and Calvello each get 1 point. They both pass Jensen. Jensen gets up and gets back in the pack, and now they're trying to get more. Calvello still trying to come in. She's slowed down in there, but her teammate Terry Anderson moves in and passes 2 more. She's got 3 points. Calvello's got 1, and Anderson's down. And the score now, the Pan Jets 35, the Westerners 29. Coach Buddy Atkinson now getting his lineup to take the track for the final skating period, which the men take over. And notice him putting his lineup in there. That's Kenny Hansen just leaving the bench as the men get ready to go. Big wide shot of that track, showing you again the perspective of where the roller derby action takes place on the 18-lap to a mile track. And they're all set to go. The Pan Jets in the stripes and the Westerners in white. There's the whip out, Hank Goldberg over to Janowitz. And out on this one, it's Bob Fetter. That was a pretty play to watch now as they whip out. Fetter moving in now. He's hitting the high bank, and around the turn he skips, hits the rail, down! Bad spill by Bob Fetter, and the score remains 35-29. 35-29, the Pan Jets out in front of the Westerners. In the center now, Gloria Seifert is getting work on from the trainer here. Bad left shoulder. Back to the action now. Janowitz up and breaking out smoothly out of the front of the pack. Janowitz on the loose for the stripe team. There's 4 of the Pan Jet teammates blocking back and slowing down the white-shirted players. Good blocking by the Pan Jet so far. Janowitz on the move now. And look at the white-shirted Westerners break out, led by Sid Harness. Harness moving out now, pulling all of the white-shirted Westerners after him, and Janowitz is in a bad spot. He's going to have everybody following him from the opposition. Janowitz in a tight spot now. He might cut this one off. He's got no blocking, no help from his teammates at this one. Janowitz cuts it off. And the score remains, the Pan Jets 35, the Westerners 29. Another wide shot of the track. Jockey 4 positions now, waiting in the field to get together. Up front is little Hank Goldberg again. He's looking over his shoulder. There's a nice block in there, and Goldberg reaches back, gets a hold of Janowitz's hand, and whips out on Janowitz. It was Menner that time who got a hold of Goldberg's hand, and then it was over to Janowitz. There's Sid Harness trying to get out. Look at him jump and leap in the front of that pack, trying to get loose. Goldberg knocked in the infield. And Janowitz keeps cutting around now. Janowitz has to cut it off, and there's Goldberg. He was knocked down. Janowitz forced to cut it off. His teammate knocked in the infield with a hard block from Sid Harness. The score remains 35-29, the Pan Jets out in front of the Westerners. Well, there's the trainer, and he's working on one of the little gals, Laura Ryan of the Pan Jets. Little Laura, a mighty cute little gal. One of the new prospects in roller derby who is proving herself. Used to be a model, and now her career is in roller derby, and she loves it. The men still at it. And there's Roger Schroeder, number 5, breaking out of the front of the pack for the white-shirted Westerners. Schroeder getting nice blocking from his teammates. In the front of that pack, Bert Wall up there, Loreno up there, blocking back beautifully. Hank Goldberg at the back end of that pack. Schroeder's on the move. Look at that blocking that Bert Wall's giving him. The wide shot now as Schroeder keeps coming around. The hard block, and Greenberg spun and knocked down. A hard, rough block of that pack. Little Hank Greenberg knocked down. Boy, this is rough out here. Schroeder still moving in. And there's Barbara Mateer talking it up for the Westerners. Look at this gal talk it up. The only known sport where men and women are placed on an equal basis. When the girls aren't skating in this final skating period, it's up to the men. And look at Barbara tell her teammates to get going. All right, Schrader coming in now. Schroeder hits in. He's past one. Keeps moving in on little Hank Goldberg, who's on the inside trying to fight his way through. And he's in there and knocked into the rail. And it's 2 points for Schroeder, but look out. Here's some action. Schroeder at Greenberg, and there's a fight out in the center of the track. And there's Schroeder going to the penalty box, but not until this boy scored 2 points in that last one. He was racked into the rail. And the score now, the Pan Jets 35, the Westerners 31. There's Hank Goldberg. He also got a penalty on that one in that fight. Little Hank of the Pan Jets, and Buddy Atkinson talking to his girls' field right now. Talking to him while the boys are cooling their heels, getting ready for the next jam. All right, jockey pole positions. Bettner trying to stop it, but he never started it. Now starting it and really moving is Burt Wall, number 7. The highest scorer in the league last year, and now look at him go this year. Boy, this kid can move. Big wide shot showing Wall out there now, showing you how far he gained on the pack and how much he's got to go. Remember, the pack skates the same way as the jammers skate. Burt Wall giving it all, and he's plenty fast. Look at this blocking the front of the pack, or in the back end of the pack, I should say, as Burt Wall comes in on Janowitz. Janowitz blocking him back. Wall is in there very fast on this one. Past one, he's in the rail, and keeps moving. Wall trying to get more than one now. Janowitz got him slowed way down. He's trying to get on the inside. Beautiful blocking by Harold Janowitz, but Wall already has got 1 point. Trying to get more, trying to fight his way through there. Referee running on the play now. Wall hit and knocked down. 1 point for Burt Wall, and the score, the Pan Jets 35, the Westerners 32. Well, there's Helen Gardner on the end of the bench talking it up with Dolores Doss and her teammates. And these are the Westerners in the white shirts. Jockey pole positions now. Wall around the outside. Watch him come around. Look at him go. Beautiful play. Burt Wall is loose again. All of the Westerners out now on this one. Getting nice blocking from his teammate, Sid Harness, in front of that pack. There's Wall on the jam, and here we have a picture of Harness, number 2, and Loreno, his teammate, blocking back and slowing down the stripe players. That's the idea. You get a teammate loose, then you got to block for him and slow down members of the opposition. Good blocking by Harness, number 2, and Loreno up there. There's Janowitz trying to come out. Look at Harness. Take him out. Beautiful block. He's down. Janowitz is down now. Janowitz has to get up fast because coming around at full speed is Burt Wall, and this guy can move. Coming in there now, moving in stride by stride. Closer and closer, back to the block out, Harold Janowitz. Janowitz, the guy that knocked him down a moment ago. Now Burt tries to score again over him. Wall coming hard. Look at this speed. Tries to sidestep. He does. A beautiful play. 1 point for Burt Wall. Wall is slowed down by Janowitz. Wall got a point on that one. Slowed down Janowitz, slowing him down, hitting him one block after another, trying to stop him from gaining more than 1 point. He sidesteps again. That's still only one. He passed him twice, but it's still only 1 point. Passing the same man twice without relapping the track. He's hit on the rail. Ball is shaken up, and now Janowitz lets him have it. And a foul on Janowitz, a 5-minute penalty for Harold Janowitz, unnecessary roughness, and the official goes up to tell the announcer in the announcer's booth. And the trainer working on Wall. There's Coach Anderson beefing on that one. That kid was really hit. Wall's a kind of competitor that can shake it off, though, and he's trying to. Anderson over the coach of the Westerners, talking to his boy Wall, pats him on the back. There's Janowitz, the guy that did all the roughness, and he's got to cool his heels for 5 minutes in the penalty box. Getting a friendly hug, but here's some more action. Some more action in this one. Hank Goldberg is in a fight now with Red Erdman. This is all happening at one time out here. A big to-do now. Look at this action. Goldberg is down on the far side now. And the score, 35-33, the Pan Jets out in front of the Westerners. There's Janowitz and now Goldberg, who started another hassle before the next jam could start, goes back in the penalty box. And they have two of the Pan Jets in the penalty box at this time, and that's tough. They only have 3 men on the track.